Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right plays, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it, dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose of the bookies, all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant Josh on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feel it. Thinking the players, they all never time you can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch, no toast allowed, just supposed to live. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big, don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go, we about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. We about to go big. We about to go big. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks.
Big E, what up?
Welcome back. What's going on, everyone? It is Just Cash YouTube. We are back breaking down this 3-game WNBA slate, and as always, joined by Underrated. What's going on, buddy?
Oh man, chilling. Had a good holiday yesterday. Smoked a little bit, drank a little bit, slept in a little bit. Now I'm ready for more money.
Hey, it's good to hear. Yep. Yesterday was, kind of a weird one that I would like to forget for the most part. Some good, some bad. Really hated to see Feezy pick up that, ankle or foot injury, whatever the case ends up being for that. But it was an interesting slate. A lot that came through, and a couple of the unders that we were on came through. But kind of a weird day. I mean, honestly, the holiday games always seem to be weird, especially in the WNBA. So let's just, goldfish that. We swept the day before and had a really good 3 days prior to that. So can't be mad. We're going to be due for a losing day at some point. I mean, let's just be real, folks. Yeah. But today we got a nice try at it again. 3 games today. I thought we had 2 games tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we got 2 games tomorrow, and then a busy 4-game Sunday. So before we get into it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. That way you guys don't miss out anytime we do go live. We've been pretty good about the schedule, going live about the same time every day. So just make sure you guys check that out. But we do also surprise streams at night, little late night quickie if we find absurd value and stuff like that, trying to hit it the night before. So don't miss out on that. And also while you're down there, links down below for our free Discord while we're still running that. Make sure you guys check it out and get in there. Get in there while you can. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be a busy weekend. So looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. And hey, people are good on the likes today already. We already at 15. Trying to get that 50, but we got a quick start at 15. So we can do it today, guys. I think we can get 50 today.
I feel it.
Oh yeah. And then we know how that day goes after we get that 50. Like you said, we had 3 wonderful days in a row, and then we had 1 day we want to forget, but hey, 3 out of 4, we'll take it every time. Let's start the next 3.
Exactly. So, I guess we don't have too many questions yet, so let's go ahead and talk about game totals, money lines, and spreads. I think today will be kind of interesting one. Definitely a couple things to work with. So let's hop into this, and then we'll go ahead just straight into questions. And I already got a few picks for you guys queued up right now, so we'll talk about them, and then we'll just go through questions and everything. And just I think we're going to try to keep it to about an hour and 5 minutes from now. That way we can get out and get building some cards today as well. There is going to be a protected play since it's Friday, so make sure you guys check that out. And We also have a couple of lacrosse plays in the mix, as well as soccer. I saw they already hit a couple plays this morning, and we also have a bit of MLB today. Obviously, trying to rep a little bit here for the home team. God, we are awful, and maybe maybe we can pick up a win against Kansas City today, but
Doubt it.
we'll see. Yeah, I doubt it. We'll see that. We'll
But
see.
that's okay. That's still your good luck for WNBA, so keep rocking it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we had a stellar day the other day whenever I was decked out on this, so we will see. All right, so let's hop into it here real fast. I think one pretty obvious play is going to be, I know they're on a back-to-back and all this stuff, but they are back at full strength. They really were able to rest some of the starters last game after the blowout, and they're going back up against the Sparks, who actually picked up the W against, surprisingly, Vegas. That was the night that Jackie Young was out with an illness, and they just had a complete scrub offensive unit. So now we're back to full strength. Yes, the back-to-back, small travel distance, that really not that big of a deal. I will say the Sparks always competitive in a lot of their games. So while I do want exposure to the overall money line for Vegas, I think definitely warrant some looks here for the plus 12.5 on this particular game spread. And then also going to the first half spread. I knew they were going to be ridiculous with this, and of course they are. So Sparks first half plus 7. I could totally see this just coming out. One with Vegas, again on the back-to-back, they could come out a little sluggish in the first half, maybe a couple fumbles and stumbles and a few turnovers here and there leading transition points. So a safe hedge bet would be some exposure to both of these. I'm honestly kind of leaning even more to this first half plus 7 because we're getting a nice tax on this. I mean, that's a fat tax right here. But even still, I mean, the full game, again, with the fatigue in the second half, we could see those struggles come through. And yeah, I mean, honestly, that's about all I'm going to touch for this game as far as like totals and spreads. The total seems pretty appropriate, so I mean, do with that what you will. Over here, got to give it up to Seattle. I mean, I see they're pretty massive favorites, but it's kind of interesting to see. So, I mean, look at the comparisons between these two different teams here. This 10-point spread and then this 10.5-point spread. I mean, the money line's pretty substantial. I mean, we're almost getting half of a discount here for, I mean, not even 3 points. So, gotta love this minus 550. I think this is a very solid look and probably going to be a key piece of some of the book lines here tonight for me. And then first game here, I really want to say Dallas is going to pick up the win. Alicia Gray back in her home territory, and Dallas is something interesting. And Dallas is still dying inside the paint. Tierra McCowan's been a mess of a player on this team, and I don't know what to make of her, honestly. Yeah.
Every time I see her out there, I'm like, oh, no. What is wrong?
So disappointing. And like even last game, I mean, started off really well again, and then just actual ghost mode. And coach is benching her too. So she even had a chance either last game or the game before where she played a fair amount of minutes and just did absolutely nothing. So I've lost all faith in her this season. I'm going under, if anything. If not, I'm just gonna fade her until like somebody gets injured and they have to play her.
It's almost weird bookies are even giving us her props anymore. She's playing so little sometimes. It's weird. 15 minutes last game. In a close game. They were like, Kalani, get out there.
So, I mean, honestly, I know it's going to be a scary click because they're probably going to open it up low. But if she's playing bad in the first half, I mean, that second half, she is dying out there. Like, she is not doing anything at all. I believe last game she played a whopping not even 2 minutes to open the third quarter. Either she picked up a foul or a turnover, and coach benched her like immediately. It wasn't even a hesitation. She was like, "You're out of here. Just go to the bench."
Yeah.
I want to look at that actually, just now that we talk about her. But yeah. Long story short, the total seems a tad bit high. Dallas has been playing a little bit slower, and Atlanta, we know they're frauds on the road, so many struggles could happen there. But yeah, I mean, the two home teams here, and then Vegas, I think is pretty obvious. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that for now. How you feeling about those?
It's interesting. I like how you have you're so confident in Seattle. I must say, obviously the Aces are the Aces, with Chelsea now back-to-back. I don't care. It's the Sparks. They're trash. The Wings in the Atlanta game, I can't even think about that. That's just both those teams just scare the shit out of me. Coaching, trying, inconsistency. Just I can't put money there. But I do like Seattle, and I do like the Aces. That is pretty fun to bet on. Seattle's looking really good, like we thought they were at the beginning of the year. They're really coming through. Even what's her name? What's a pretty girl? She older now? Skylar. Skylar's starting to run the team. It's looking good. I was worried about her at the beginning of the year, but she's coming into her own again.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this team's been really coming together, especially as of late. I would say this last month in particular, playing phenomenal basketball. I know we had a little bit of a scare, that time when NECA was coming back and all the starters are kind of getting used to playing with each other again. And they lost a couple of upsetting games, but another, team that speaks really highly of their home road splits. They've been very dominant at home. Again, kind of same reason why I'm giving the nod a bit to Dallas here. Just a really stout home team, even though they have a lot more injuries. But I mean, Seattle back at home, and it's been kind of interesting. So I mean, they moved Vivian's out of the starting unit, and now they're playing with Horston instead.
Yes.
Arguably, it's kind of the same defender. I mean, the same style player, but at least Horston is much more of a rebounder. Like, she's on the glass trying to box out, and she's at least more of a capable scorer. So we've seen that really come into play down the line where, we used to have, between like Russell starting and Vivian starting and like whoever else. I mean, that person was a do nothing. Like, they offered maybe 2 to 4 shots a game, some low volume, this and this. But now with Horston, I mean, and that really boosts up a lot. I think for, as you mentioned with Skylar, she has actually 4 different people to pass to, and they run a ton of pick and roll off of, between NECA and Horston on the other side, kind of acting as a stand-in big. And I mean, it spaces the floor out a lot. So, I think for Skylar, the thing for her is just her shot volume, has been all over the place. And so far, they haven't needed her to really step it up and shoot the ball a whole lot. But we could see that change here in the future. Her points are crazy low today. And even with the juice on the under, like this blows my mind. 13.5 and minus 130. That's crazy.
Right. But
I mean, she does have home road splits that favor the home games to be more of an under, road games a little bit better. So I get it. A lot of it, I think, also kind of low key has to do with NECA. She's such a frustrating play every single time. But today, if I got to give her a spot to get there, it probably would be today.
I was looking at Seattle's schedule here, and I was trying to remind myself, why did I think that they weren't as good as they really been? But it was because at the beginning of the season, they lost to Minnesota 2 games in a row, and I remember that feeling still. But if you look at the rest of the season, they haven't lost one game where they were supposed to win. Not one time. They lost to the Mercury in Phoenix, but everything else is Aces, Liberty, Lynx. That's it. They beat every team they should beat. So Seattle's, feeling good about this game.
Teams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Seattle's real deal.
Yeah, and I love me some Chicago. Obviously, huge Angel Reese fan. I mean, I love Carter. We're going to talk about all those today, but Seattle's been really tough, and Ezzy Magbagor down low has been an absolute no-fly zone. I mean, I know her fantasy's been a bit lackluster, but the blocks from her and like second chance points and all that stuff is really tough.
Yeah, now she got NECA around her. She got Skylar now. Man, Jules happy, huh? Jules like, this is so fun. Finally on a squad with just players all around her.
Now, they have had a bit of a dip in defense, so that is something we are actually going to talk about later. A lot of their perimeter metrics have looked a lot better, but the actual points inside the paint, some of the on-position matchups have been a bit sketchy, and that's something we're going to hit on here in a minute. So we're going to move on from this. I guess let's go ahead and I'm going to talk about these plays I got queued up here real fast, just some of my personal favorites today. These top 2 especially, absolutely love these. I'm not sure why they haven't bumped down Howard yet, but she has been, I mean, playing essentially the entire first quarter of most games back, and then she's playing about 6 to 7 minutes in the second quarter. A lot of that's depending on, obviously McCowan being out there, but if either one of these bigs picks up early fouls today, like say McCowan is fouling Tina Charles on the other side, they're going to bring Howard back in soon. I mean, they do have a couple of bodies to fill in, but specifically at the 4 position, they're very, very thin. It's basically just Howard and Billings. And we've seen Billings just playing I wouldn't even say a bench role minutes. I mean, she's just kind of playing filler minutes here and there for whoever's not out on the court. Some of that's been more of McCowan lately, so they have been going small, which I could see them doing today. Atlanta is kind of a fairly small unit, especially off their bench now. But it's going to be interesting. Definitely interesting. I love me some Howard today, though. She's been wrecking this first half PRA line, and they only bumped it up 0.5 by this last slate that they opened at, and she was at 13.5 before the slate even started. So this should bump back up. And
so you're saying put your rent money on Howard today?
I mean, hey, do with that what you will, but I think she's in a great spot here. The 4 positions, she's going to be going up against Nia Coffey, who's a laughable defender and plays like 5 minutes, something like that. She should be out there cooking, and Atlanta is giving up top 4, top 5 with rebounds and assists. They're giving up threes, so I mean, a lot of things working in her favor. The only thing with Howard is she's still kind of working back from that injury, but she seems good to go. And I told you guys this last time because I remember we talked about, somebody asked about her unders, and I was like, we haven't seen them play in a competitive game, like a real competitive game, and she absolutely went off. 34 minutes was a huge jump from all these.
And look at those games, though. Those aren't easy matchups. He's been putting it down, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it's 13 still. Like, really, if it was 15 and a half, I wouldn't be surprised, and it's 13. So
She was 14-5 all last year, easily around 15. So with no Satu right now, I mean, this is an absolute steal. Like I don't care really even what the matchup is right now. Like this is a super discount.
Yeah, but I was joking about the rent money. Never know what's going to happen, guys. Never know what's going to happen. Nothing's a nuke, but yeah, that's a great play, man.
And then the second one I want to really talk about here is just going to be Hamby. So this rebound line is an absolute steal. I can't believe they actually dropped that for her. Vegas, number 1 pace. It's going to be a huge pace up spot for them. But, I mean, look at her on the season. I mean, you talk about crazy. We laugh about it, but yeah, double machine and then some. I mean, she is an absolute rebound getter. So 13 out of their 19 games on the season, she has had 10 or more rebounds. I know this one game right here against Vegas where she only had 9 is a little bit of like a groaner, but that was at Vegas. This time it's at home. And another thing about the home road splits, if you take a look, this is pretty crazy, but she's actually not missed this 10 rebounds or less in any home game this season. And some of these, I mean, decent matchups. Dallas, obviously, we targeted there, but I mean, she hit 10 here against Vegas the first time. Vegas coming out on the back-to-back, I think that they come out a little bit flat, and those extra rebounds, they're going to go up to her.
You're making me want to do that 2-pick that you have sitting there on the top. I'm doing it right now.
These 2 right here?
Yeah. Just adding to what we already have, but I like those 2 together. Something about them, the way you got them sitting there like that. They look like winners.
And then, I mean, Carter, she's just leading the team's usage or field goal usage every game. She's not really a three-point threat, more of a slasher into the basket. And what I was going to talk about with Seattle is, even though their perimeter defense has been a lot better, they're now allowing the second most points in the paint per game. So one thing that Carter does really well, she's getting to the free throw line and getting those mid-range shots and slashes to the basket. So I think she's going to have herself a nice little game here. And then the second person who would benefit also would be Miss Angel Reese here at 13.5 points. And then real fast, lastly, Rickea Jackson, just kind of priced into minutes. She's been in coach's good graces the last couple of games and been playing normal minutes, plus 30. Just a super low line for somebody who's going to be out there and having like second to third usage rating on the team. So, yep, these are all those. And I'm sure we're going to get to questions about Hammy scoring and Asia scoring. So I will I'll let you take it away from here, sir. Let's go ahead and hop into the questions.
Cool, man. I like those 5, I must say. They're looking good. I'm liking your style lately there, buddy. I can't deny it. I must give you your credit, give you your props. I don't give a shit what happened yesterday. I know it's betting, but these plays you're picking are it, bro. Got to give you the GOAT sign, and we'll go into the questions. Okay.
Appreciate it.
You know what? Youngin somehow got here first before I even got here. How is that possible?
Ooh, I don't know.
I need to give Youngin the GOAT sound. That's for Youngin. Youngin is the winner today. Chris says, not first, but I'm the first to light up some gas. Okay. Hey.
Kicking off.
Hey, let's go. All right. Next question you start talking to, I get to light mine up. Chris says, let's get this bread. AOD, what up, bro? He says, we're all D-Gens united as one. Tis the truth. Smash the like button. He says, smash the like button. You will cash your bet. You know, we got into that.
50 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 50 likes is the goal. That's our sweet spot for a good day. We always do.
Yeah, if you guys get to 50, if you get us to 50, we will win. We're at 22 already, so we're looking all right, guys. We're looking all right. Eric says, can you put the Patreon link in the chat, please? Thank you. Eric, the Discord link is down there, and if you click that, you will see the Patreon sign up in the Discord, and then you can go right to the Patreon and right on back. Kind sir.
It's right. It's right at the top. I mean, super easy. As soon as you get in, I think even the welcome bot.
But
might
you know
even
what?
have a link to it.
But you know what? He does remind me now that we do have the Patreon set up. I can put that in there as well. I'll do that too, Eric, for you. Yeah. I'm actually going to put that in the chat here for you right now. Let me get to a question where you can start chatting, and I'll put it in there.
You're good from one Eric to another. Easy.
Ooh, ease everywhere. Youngin says Natasha Howard over 6.5 boards. Now, I know you had that on your parlay, your alt parlay. Do you like over 6.5? You must.
Yeah. I think it's a solid play for sure. She averaged like almost 8 rebounds against him last year in all the games that they played, and we're still getting, really favorable lines for her today. I think they bumped this one up a little bit here, but the parlay builder I was going to say here real fast. So I do like all 3 of these plays as a whole. They did bump power down a little bit because this was plus money, so it's still minus 104. Almost plus money. So I will throw a half a unit on this, but the first 2. The Hammy for 8 or more, she's only missed this in 4 out of 19 games on the season. And then Reese, this is an absolute steal for 10 or more points. She has only missed this twice overall in the entire season. So really good odds. You can mix and match all 3 of those and get a couple good parlays in tonight with that.
Coolio. 3 King says, just take Charles double-double. What do you think about Tina's double-double?
They are doing the extra payout for it. And I know that the book odds are 9.5 with juice on the under, and PrizePicks, you can see right there, they already have her at 9 flat. So I get it. It's a pretty massive favorite on the under, but Underdog is at least offering. Oh, they just graded out. Let me hit the old refresh. Oh, and same thing for Hammy tonight too. You can either play the straight up rebounds or the double. Tomato.
Man, I'm so glad Underdog fixed their site. It was so shitty like a month ago. For about 3 months, it was terrible. Now it loads up good. It moves around good. They changed it up. They have more than one on one little, column. You can actually see a few there. It's Underdogs. Man, starting to like Underdog again.
It's not bad. It is not bad. So they moved the payouts around a little bit here for the doubles. They are daring you to take the higher one here. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. It's same thing here. They there's a difference here on Underdog. So they're giving you 1.25 instead of just the 1.05 for the straight up rebounds. So this one does make sense to take the double. Hambo is tomato. There's no real difference in that or the double. So that one in particular doesn't matter. But yeah, I can get behind Tina here. She should be able to hopefully get out and get 10 rebounds. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. We just need the minutes. That's the only thing with her, is just the minutes.
All right, cool. Since we're a prop show / marijuana show, I have a question for you. as I lit this joint, I see it's running down one side a little bit. Now, when it runs, is that because the person who rolled it is fucked, or is that because how you lit it? Question for you.
I mean, sometimes it's usually how you roll it, like, let's be honest, but sometimes it's also the paper itself or the whatever apparatus that is in. It might have like a slight, or it might have like a little slit in it. It could be, like the wrapper separates a little bit on the outside. Could be a pocket of green from one side and not on the other side, where you got a little gap in the side there.
Okay.
A couple random things.
What if you blow all the smoke on your microphone? Does that matter?
No. I mean, I don't suppose the microphone would mind.
They make mics smoke resistant because they know people who do music and do podcasts, they like to smoke. All right, we're on back to the props. Hey, comments. Jewel Lloyd over 3.5 assists tonight. Jewel Lloyd assists. You don't see us going there very often. What do you think about her assists?
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I'm not like too enamored with playing it, but I get it. I saw somebody had posted that up earlier, and it was a collaborative play from elsewhere, but I actually wanted to go look at the odds. So, I mean, the odds are pretty heavy in the favorite of it. It's not a good matchup. That's the only thing about that I'm not super excited about. I mean, Chicago is kind of like bottom half. So all these are kind of at a tie, but
I got a question for you real quick. When you're looking up those odds there with Chicago, do you ever change the date to see like, oh, what have they been lately, or do you look at the full season? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, usually, I mean, I'll go back and do like a month at a time or a couple weeks out. If it gets like three weeks out at a time, you can just drop the dates down from like, start of June to start of now.
Okay. Dude, you like to check, like, by default, you check the full season, though?
Yeah, because there's a lot of times that you'll see, like, running patterns, and, that's why I also bring up to you guys every day what this usually looks like, because we can see it kind of gives us, a general idea. Like we know that Minnesota has been allowing at least threes and at least assists all season. And so if that starts to move around and we see them like skirt up, here around like where the Mystics are, and they're like, okay, something's going on with that. Obviously, they're moving in the wrong direction.
So you're saying after you've looked at it so many times, you start to see the patterns move.
Yeah. So, I mean, Chicago is allowing a little bit more assist rating, and I get it. It's not a great, like, pace-wise matchup or pace-up spot for Seattle necessarily. Chicago is... Okay, so, oh, damn, I take that back, actually. Chicago's continued to move up. They took a couple weeks where they were in a downturn, but I guess now between a little bit less and their guard unit just staying small the whole time, I mean, they're picking up the pace. So, okay, that's actually pretty good to see. And we know that Seattle is one of the top pace teams. I mean, they're always behind Vegas. So, okay, I mean, hey, that actually works out pretty well. Did PrizePicks leave that assist up there?
That I do not know.
No, they took it down. Okay, so I mean, yeah, if you can still find it at 3.5, I get it. It is, I would assume, here on
0.9x on Underdog.
Okay, yeah. Yep. It makes sense. I mean, there's only 2 ball handlers on this team. It's her and Skylar. So, if Skylar's not having a great assisting game, then Lloyd's probably picking it up.
Coolio. Youngin says, Gray over 16.5 points. Good old Alicia Gray, I'm assuming, not Chelsea, because who would want to play Chelsea?
Yeah, I'm going under Chelsea if it's 16.5.
Right.
But Alicia, yeah, if you can find her at 16.5, I saw she did bump up to 17.5 on the books and 17 flat on PrizePicks. So 16.5 is a good value. Wow, she went all the way to 17.5. Damn.
Too much, bro.
Okay, well.
It's too much. It's Alicia Gray. She can do whatever she wants. It doesn't matter who she's playing.
So they bumped up both the Atlanta players here. That's what happened. Tina went up at 16.5. Oh, and if you're in the Discord, you got her at 15.5 last night.
And you got her at 7.5 first half.
Yeah, that first half was a steal because that thing was gone in, what, 20 minutes, 15 minutes?
Something like that. And you also got people in the Discord were shooting out Angel Reese 11.5 boards before it even moved too. So that's a whole 2 rebound bump. That's crazy too.
Yeah, that was a steal.
Sean Drake's here. He says, "Hey Ian, I bet you know the movie question." All right, well, we don't know yet, Sean. Sean teases us with this movie trivia. Youngin says Plum under 5.5 assists. I did that last night, but then I seen somebody posting over 4.5 today. So it's just about Chelsea, right? Like, when's she gonna become the point guard, the point god that we know?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, she there's like flashes of where they run the offense to her, and then sometimes it's like just absolutely non-existent.
I think they're just letting her ease her way back in, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, for sure.
But
it's a little bit of a scary matchup, though.
The thing is, I was going to say is the minute we see her become what we know she can become, that's when we can hit these unders.
I'd probably do the 5.5. I mean, she got 5 in both games. I mean, that she's probably getting 4 or 5 for sure. But we need Gray to come in and do a little bit. And Jackie has been assisting, not really even by default playmaking. She's getting about half of them on transition plays and broken defense. And then some of it is just, I mean, sheer like unguarded opponents. I mean, they're not even guarding some of these plays that they're doing. I mean, she had like I think in the third quarter, she ripped off like 4 3 assists or something like that in a row. Just, I mean, run up, pass the ball to an open player, they shoot it. I mean, like, they don't even have to design anything for that if you don't even guard them.
Vegas is back, baby.
Vegas is back. The Sparks, though, just kind of overall metrics, they're still giving up a really high clip from 3, third most threes. The assists are going to follow second most. And then overall field goal made per game is second most. So probably opponent points is pretty high. Yep, third most. So they're allowing third most everything except for rebounds. Rebounds kind of bottom 4. And yep. So everything else but the rebounding is going their way. Just keep that in mind.
Youngin also says Carter over 17.5. Big Carter. You like that?
You're in the Discord. I know you saw that.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Also,
yeah, and we did have their Carter's first half. It opened at 11 flat. It was 11 flat, I believe.
Is that what we got?
My words. I'm looking here real fast. I can't remember if it was 11 or 11.5. Okay, it was 11.5. So they did bump her up finally, and yes, the full game points I think is very solid.
Now, if you could find 11.5 first half, would you rather take that than the full game 17.5? And holy crap, they have her first half at 9.5 points now. She's a superstar.
Yeah, she's kind of good.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it feels kind of split between tomato. PrizePicks actually just left her at 4 or 9 flat. Tripping 4. So she's a little bit taxed up on Underdog, but they moved her PRA, so that's kind of interesting. PrizePicks is trying to find that middle ground here.
She just keeps balling. Youngin says, "Honey backwoods lit, Ian underrated." Hey,
let's go.
Jackie Young over 4.5 assists.
That one I wanted to look at.
Does seem pretty low for what she's been doing.
It's kind of weird. And DK, I would always use DK as a reference guide because PrizePicks, they base all their shit off of this. But it's kind of weird that they don't have any of the Vegas assist lines up right now.
Huh. Let me go look on. FanDuel does though, huh?
Yeah, looks like they're putting them at a flat line of 4.5 today. I know Jackie, I think Plum was 5.5 yesterday, and then Jackie, she bumped down from 5.5 to 4.5, but Yeah. That's interesting. I don't know if FanDuel is doing this just because they're partnered and they have to, but that's really interesting that DK doesn't have them up, though. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
We'll
Jackie,
see. We'll see. I
Jackie
mean,
4.5's not bad, huh?
it's a good matchup for it. I mean, all the things we just talked about. So if you're thinking unders, watch out. But if you're thinking overs, your head's not in the wrong place.
Yeah, it's just that game that Chelsea becomes the point guard that we know you're going to lose that. But I feel it. Youngin says, if you're not first, you're last, Ian. Man, Youngin got the W today. Youngin also says and agrees Howard over 13 PRA first half. That seems like one of our top plays, if not our top play of the day at this point. All right, here we are. You ready? Big Sean Drake. All right.
Big Sean.
He says he got an easy one. In what Batman movie are the characters of Penguin and Catwoman the main villains?
I know it's the second one for sure. Is that when Batman Returns?
2 in a row. Wait, is that 3 in a row for you?
Three.
That's 3.
Yep, 3. Yep.
Nice work.
That was one of my favorite Batman movies ever.
Wow. All right, let's go. Youngin says appreciate it. Big underrated pause. Why the pause? Why the pause? Why the pause? I still like it. Ian says, man, I have the day off. I was cleaning up. Forgot all about it. I've only been the first like the last 2 days. Trust me, I'm going to be first on Monday. All right. We'll see. We shall see. 3 times says Tina Charles points went up. Sad face. 3 time.
Yep.
Got to get in this Discord. 3 time.
Double bump.
Man, we got it at 7.5 first half in the Discord last night. We got it at, what was the points? 15.5 full game?
Yeah, 15.5. So if you're still wanting some exposure to Tina, I did like the full game PRA. It's obviously it looks really nice here, but these are actually some difficult matchups. I mean, New York and Connecticut, 3 games. I mean, she still performed pretty well. The first half, they did bump it up by 0.5, but the first half PRA, I think, still pretty solid. Points, you could probably even run it straight up here, 8.5. But I think she opened at 8 on here as well. So a couple of things to think about. And then real fast, honorable mention I did also really like the combo today. I think this one, very strong. Both Tina and Howard should get out there and get after it. So different exposures to Tina if you didn't catch the original point line or you can't find it somewhere else.
Exposures to Tina. Pause. Youngin says, Harry, Ari, McDonald. She could get it.
Ari.
I'm like,
oh yeah,
a prop or
the headband. Well, she's injured, so she's not getting anything but rest. But yeah, she one of the headbands, sweatband girls. They all fine.
She could get it. It threw me off. This was like talking props. Or we talking like, cause yeah, my friends we used to watch TV and be like, or see a girl or something that she could get it. They would always say, Big 2 says, let's fucking go. Big 2. Sophie Cunningham's boyfriend does hang out here with the Just Cash community. So if you see him, you can ask him questions about Sophie whenever you want. You know, he'll tell you some inside information as well. You just got to jump in the Discord. Youngin says, Asia double.
Yeah, I can see it. They're slightly less payout, but she should. I mean, I would hope so. I would still even consider the first half rebounds at 5.
3 Kings says Jackie Young 23.5 points plus assists is a wagon.
Yeah, both her and Plum in a really great spot today. Jackie, only thing about her, she's not as good of a 3-point shooter, so a little bit of a struggle could be had there, but they're giving us both Plum and her at 23.5, so they are making me pick, but I will have more than likely some exposure to both of them. But Asia's interesting today. She really likes to get up for these games against Hamby. So keep oh man, see that sucks, dude. So they bumped up her full game points and they bumped up the first half too. This first half at 12 was a steal, like an absolute steal. PrizePicks has left her at there's a bump finally for Howard.
I didn't know she was that low today. Oh, the Howard bump, yep. Whoever got Howard in at 13, congratulations.
So Asia was at 12 on Underdog, like literally
That's
all
crazy.
last night, all morning.
What the heck?
And she opened at 14 again on PrizePicks.
That's crazy. Bennett says, I hit the like button. Did you? Yeah, guys, let's look. We're at 29. That's not bad. We're at 29. We started out so good, but we're at 29. We need 50, guys. We need 50. Come on, hit that like, guys.
We're just a tick over halfway left through the show. We still got about a half an hour maybe left. So let's get that luck up. I'm telling you, every time we get 50 likes, it's been a good day.
We need it, guys. Please, guys, please. Right, Youngin, I feel like she is, but I don't want to risk it. I don't know what that means. Do you? Youngin says just pass on it. AOD says, come on, Portugal. Damien says, Dutch Berry Fusion's over 3.5 coughs, minus 130 on high times. I like where you're headed. I like what you're thinking about, Damien. Youngin says Sims over 15.5 PA. I know you like that one. Is that 15.5 anymore? Oh, and thanks for those likes, guys. They came in a hurry right there. Hell yeah, let's go. Trying to win.
You might be able to find her on some books. I know she got bumped earlier. Who's looking for Sims? Yeah. Dang, she's 16.5 already on Underdog. Sheesh.
People believing in Sims. Man, that matchup is so nasty. Atlanta and Dallas is so disgusting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't find her. If you can find her at 15.5 for sure, I still like it. Yeah, Sims is a really interesting player today. I mean, she's kind of honestly the piece that they've been missing here for a little bit, but the thing about her, I mean, she's played with Dallas before last season, so she's got a good rapport with this team already. But two things that were really standing out to me is one, the minutes. Absolutely love seeing. I mean, high 20s already, mid to high 20s off the bench the first two games, just trying to get acclimated. This first game, massive blowout, still played 30 minutes. And this most recent game, competitive game, like we saw, I mean, sky's the limit for her on minutes. So I really like seeing. I mean, I think honestly, competitive game, 35 minutes, no problem. Double-digit field goal attempts basically every single game. Not really a three-point shooter, so I'm not expecting that. But I mean, hey, you give me 40, 50% of this, along with about 6 to maybe 7 assists. I'll take that all day.
I like people named Odyssey too. Three King says McCowan is a lazy fart. McCowan is a lazy fart, he said.
Lazy for sure. And a lot of it you see in her play too. You know, once she's feeling herself and she's feeling, the game, she plays really well. And then as soon as she gets a no call or something that doesn't go her way, I mean, she'll go out and straight like try and kill somebody. She'll foul the shit out of somebody like it's nothing.
That's what's crazy about her. She could be so good. She kills it when she tries. It's fucking crazy. Three King says,
the beginning of the season was nice.
Yeah,
the beginning of the season was really nice, and then she just, died. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they don't even need numbers for the props. Just say, is she gonna try yes or no, and then we'll bet on that because that's all we need to know. Three King says Vivian's is not very active either. Vivian's is not active on that bench. Youngin says Angel Reese is bae. Well,
she's so fun. My goodness.
Gonna have to fight over her, it sounds like. Three King says top 2 Big Green.
You talking about the plays?
Yes. Those top 2 do feel right. Wait. What was on top before? Oh, you had Howard at 13. It's gone.
Yeah. Well, they moved her down here.
Yeah.
That kind of threw me off. They did that, but yeah. I mean, I'll still play Howard at 13.5. 13 felt real nice, though.
For sure. Three Kings goes on to say, took Hamby for plus money on FanDuel this morning. The rebounds, I assume.
Yeah, her odds swung really hard from last night until today because I was also the same thing. I was like, these feel like this is actually an appropriate line for her, and I can't believe it's plus money. So good look there. Definitely early snag.
Okay. Matt Polson's here. What up, bro? He says, Hamby over 18 first half fantasy.
Yeah, I didn't, I was honestly looking at that one too. And even the full game fantasy, I mean, I honestly wouldn't even sleep on that either. She's getting a nice little discount at just 35.5. Obviously, she's been smacking it the last couple games. New York, Connecticut, very difficult matchup, so that makes sense. I think there's a lot of great block upside for her. There's also turnover downside, so a little bit to think about here. But it's an appropriate line. I mean, 19, you're definitely paying a tax on it from the full game line, so they are trying to price you into that. Just keep that in mind. I mean, Hammy's been a rock solid player. I mean, really, really good. Where the hell is this game at? So just came up just as short the first game, and then the other game she had. Where am I at? 48.3 fantasy. So just need a few of the metrics to line up. I mean, she's playing the minutes, so that's for sure. 33, 36 minutes, and I mean she averages like 35 minutes a game almost.
Big Hamby. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised Hamby's been better lately this season though. I never knew she could be this good. I did not.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, when you got nobody else, it kind of happens.
Chris says that means you're cannoning the J. Underrated. Cannoning? What does that mean?
I don't know. Is that
he's talking? Term? I guess. One eye went over my head. Ian says both. It means the roll was bad and the light was bad. Damn. Youngin says 3.5 on my backwood. E.
Hey. Over.
Chris says mostly got to do with how it's rolled though. Usually dealing with dookie paper ain't that much of an issue. Okay. I'm glad. Hey, you getting all these other answers with everything. Cap Youngin only got a G in that wood. Damn, now they're talking shit about the weed smoking around here. Youngin, Ian says, "Oh, Youngin, why would you put an eighth into anything? That's just too much. And you're smoking a backwood." Youngin says, "Chris, you crazy. I'm a big smoker. I got money." Dang, Youngin's talking shit. What's up?
Do what makes you happy.
Right.
Yep, it don't matter.
Sure don't. Ty says, I got a feeling Hamby go crazy tonight. Las Vegas on a back-to-back feels like it's her time to shine. Eh?
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna clear out some of these plays here, just to talk about a couple other as well. I was hoping they were gonna move down this combo prop here because they are taxing us on the individual lines itself. It should be 42.5. Unless they moved up Asia. Nope, they have not. So if you do the math here, it should be 1 point less. So they are putting a full point tax on it, but I think that Hamby has some pretty solid scoring upside. I mean, we've already seen it this season. Asia, we're finally starting getting back to a normal line for her. I can get behind 25.5. 26 and above, that's a little bit too high. But for me, I'm going to definitely have one slip. I think I posted it with Hamby and the combo. What was it with Reese? Let me look real fast. Yeah, just to get exposure to some of these bigs here. I think this is also a solid pairing. You could run these three. Again, Seattle giving up points in the paint. Hamby should have a decent on-court matchup. I mean, Asia might square up with her, but they could leave Lee Euro out for a little bit more time today, but we'll have to see about that.
Oh, Lee. She's poo-poo, dude.
Lee.
Youngin says, don't question how... Huh?
I was going to say, real fast lastly on her. I mean, you can always run her PRA. I don't think it's a bad play either.
Big Hamby. Youngin says, don't question how much I put in my backwood. Ian says, if I'm ever in Philly, don't pass me that shit if it's rolled in a disgusting backwood. And Chris has crying out laughing faces. That boy Ian said, you should wash your wood first. Pause. Ian Warner Comedy. I mean, he does say comedy in his name. It must have something to do with this. He's pretty funny. Ty said, made a 4-man. Let me know what you think. Tina, 33.5 fantasy. Arike, 40 fantasy. Hamby, 35.5 fantasy. Mabry under 28.5 fantasy.
Yeah, I get behind them. Let's actually talk about Mabry here real fast for a second. She's been an interesting player, to say the least. And 28.5 fantasy is good. Is a nice solid line for her. Is that on Underdog or no? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. So this is another one I would definitely consider for today. I mean, just real talk. I mean, she's kind of being phased out of the offense. I don't even know. I used to think she was a 3-point shooter, but I don't even know anymore. I mean, the volume for that has still been there for the most part, but it seems like this coach has just been kind of doing a heat check with her. You know, she got benched this last game, which was insane and also kind of scary. I mean, I know it's Mabry. I know she has it in her, but she's been awful over the last month. I mean, all these single-digit, 10 points, 12, like 11, and 4 last game. That was crazy. I mean, coach just had enough of it in the first half, and she didn't play. Did she sit the entire fourth quarter?
I think so, bro. But you know how you like to say sometimes when players get benched like this, they come back pissed off. So you don't want to look too far into going on unders like that. We know she can ball if she comes back to her old self.
Yeah, I mean, she was definitely held in check, this first game against Atlanta. Super mopey. I mean, only had 12, 3, and 2. I think the RA is a little scary. I mean, this has not wavered, honestly, at all. The assists especially have been there. The rebounding, down a little bit, but I mean, I think also kind of a cause for concern. It's really just the points and the scoring. I mean, if she's coming out flat in the first half, coach is probably going to bench her again. But, I mean, we laugh and we joke about the bench narratives, man. Players that get benched, they always come out. They always come out.
Yeah, dude. Okay. 3 King says Plum assists more on the road. What OG says like the video, guys. He said like the video, guys. Let's see where we're at now. Ooh, 37, guys, 37. We only need 13 more for our good luck on all of our bets today. 13 more. 3 King says Jackie more assists at home. And then Youngin says I took Jackie's over assists. Okay. 3 King says watch out for them trap props with Vegas. Chris says... Yep. Hit the Dougie while you hit that J. Underrated. Okay. Chris says Mabry under points. Like her under points or under fantasy better?
I mean, really, I like the under PR more than anything. I mean, again, the assisting, the playmaking has not wavered. So that is something that we will definitely be sweating alongside the scoring, just outright. But, yeah, I mean, the fantasy is definitely an interesting line. I think the 28.5, I can get behind that, but just be careful with her. I mean, it's a tough matchup for sure, but she's been super crap lately. She got benched last game. They might not give her any respect tonight on the opposing side. Like if they're just leaving her open and Horston or whoever is out there guarding her, they're just like whatever. Like you ain't even been scoring anyways lately. Just keep an eye out.
Horston.
Her home road splits. The RA and the stocks are a little bit more skewed towards the road, but the 3-point shooting has been horrendous, like absolutely awful.
Disgusting.
So,
Disgusting.
Something in there, even I know it might be a sweaty sweat, but man, this Lloyd and Mabry 3-point right here, that's an interesting look. Chicago's been pretty solid against the 3-point line.
Dancing with the devil.
Look at that. I mean, bottom on both sides here. Bottom 4.
You know what I noticed when I say funny shit? A lot of times you can get right through it it doesn't even faze you. You're getting really good at this. Youngin says, let's go E!
No.
3 King says home road splits on their assists are crazy. Jackie may be the go-to scorer tonight. Having the younger set of legs. Just a thought. Younger set of legs. Talk about Jackie's legs like that. Ian says, are we taking over on Reese's 13 rebounds?
Pass.
I read E's mind.
Probably not over 13. Let me see, because she should come back down a little bit. I mean, she's been the line moved up even further. She was like minus 130, so this moved again. If you can find 12.5, I'd play that maybe, but asking for 14 rebounds, that's not a good bet. It's not a good bet.
Chris says, play the over on Underdog. It's discounted at 4.5, I think.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Oh, here you go, E. Favorite lacrosse play? They're asking you.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me bring up the... Oh, wait, no, I posted a slip.
You posted a lacrosse slip, too? When do you sleep?
Never. I think one of my favorite lacrosse plays today, we're going to go right back to Jeff Teat. I know he pooped out on us and he ended with 5 of the 5.5 last time, but this is an even better matchup than last time. I mean, this is the prime time. Denver, we're allowing the most points and assists per game. He is the lead scorer in the league right now. Or no, he's the second lead scorer in the league. He's the lead playmaker. And the rivalry game between the rookies is today. So I got him for two goals and 5 assists today. I think he's going to go absolutely crazy. He might even have like 10 points tonight. But yeah, Mr. T, we're going to go back to that 5.5 points. And then the next 2 favorites was going to be both of the Boston players. It is the home opener weekend for Boston. So they're doing a big to-do for all of that. But it's going to be 1.5 goals for Matt Campbell. He's hit that in all 4 games of the season so far. And then the next play was the Marcus Holman over 3.5 points. He's been absolutely wrecking that. And this is the second best matchup for scoring and assist on the season. And this guy's like one of their lead shooters too. So, yep. And then after that, Rambo under points and Bundy Jr. under points as well.
Bro, you get the goats. You know what? Lacrosse, COD, Slap, WNBA. You do them all?
We're trying. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but we're coming up, honestly, on another busy stretch of the season. So there's a lot of sports coming on and a lot of things going on. The end of the season towards midway through football and the startup of NBA, also whenever Call of Duty comes back around, you guys want to be in the Discord at that time. I'm telling you, if you ain't in there already, definitely need to be in there in the next, like, now to get all this stuff.
And it's free right now. Soccer's going crazy right now. DZ's on fire. Coach is on fire with MLB. Maddie's in there with the golf. Danzy's in there now too. Man, this is craziness. Youngin says Plum over 2.5 threes though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was just seeing all the screenshots are coming through in the Discord right now.
Yeah, it's cracking right now, and we got 41 likes, guys. We need 9 more. We need to come back here in the 9th inning. We need 9 more, guys. Youngin says Plum over 2.5 threes. We're almost done here.
Oh yeah. Let's look at Plum. Did they bring him back? Where is the Vegas line? So we didn't get any Vegas news or anything, did we? Hold up.
Vegas, where are you, Vegas? Hello, I can't find you. Vegas.
There's Dolson. Dolson's questionable for tomorrow, and Fag Bentley is questionable for tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Has she been questionable the whole time she's been playing?
No.
Oh, something else happened.
No. Yeah. So, again, what we were talking about earlier, you know, Kelsey is the primary three-point shooter here for the Vegas team anyways. Pretty heavy odds in favor of one and not the other. I mean, Jackie's got some massive unders for her threes, which makes sense. I mean, she's been a pretty okay three-point shooter, but, I mean, not a lot of, like, efficiency, a lot of air here. So, asking for 3 out of her, a bit of a stretch. Asking for 3 out of Plum, not so bad. I mean, we got...
she's been smacking it. Besides that one terrible game, the last couple games, she's been going crazy.
So 12 out of 18 games, Plum has been that one. And Let me see. Does her home road splits favor? Okay, obviously, I mean, all of them are going to favor their home for the 3-point shot, but both of these players averaging about 5 assists on the road. Plum getting a little bit higher of a rating. Jackie pretty even. I mean, a little bit more at home, but I think this also correlates with the fact that Plum's 3-point percentage is even higher. So she's passing it to her. She's making threes. No brainer. But yeah, yep.
Ian Werner Comedy says, I know you said you like the over-Hamby Wilson rebound combo in the Discord, but what, if any, other rebound combo props are we liking?
Yeah, I did mention it earlier, and we'll circle back to, but 2 other ones that I definitely had my eye on today. One of them was going to be the Howard and Charles rebounds here at 16.5. There's both of them have juice on the over, and then I was looking for. Oh yeah, the other one was going to be, and God, I want to kill myself every time I play NECA, but she's in a great spot today, so I can't ignore it. You know, rebounding upside is phenomenal against Chicago. And then Miss Camilla, I mean, she's been an absolute rebound machine. She's been averaging like 8.5, almost 9 rebounds over the last couple games. As long as she stays out of foul trouble, I mean, I definitely like the potential here, but yeah, I mean, trusting those 2 players, you know, a bit aggravating, but the between those 2, and then the third one, maybe even we'll slot this in over this one, actually. I hate that we're playing Reese on a bump, but I get the feeling they're not going to bump stuff back down, so we're just going to have to bite the bullet. But the rebound upside for both of these players is phenomenal today, so any of these 3.
Speaking of that, Peyton Gibson says, how do y'all feel about Reese's rebounds? I know she keeps smashing and the line climbs every day, but still feels low in this matchup considering.
Yeah,
How high would you go? How high would you go with her?
I mean, this is honestly it. I'm personally, I can't run her at 13. This is just way too high, like straight up at 13. But I can get behind playing her with like a rebound combo with somebody else. Something just to give us a little bit extra on top of that, you know.
Sniper's Lounge says, Ezzy double-double. Let's cash. Ezzy double-double. What you think? Ezzy rebounds today? She thinks she's going to be able to get in double digits?
She definitely can. I mean, it's a phenomenal matchup for her. The last couple games, kind of obnoxious. I mean, she should have thrived in any of these 3 games right here. The positional matchup is going to be kind of weird because Gordosa doesn't really shoot the ball a whole lot. I mean, she's only good for like maybe 10 field goal attempts per game. But yeah, I mean, I definitely see it. I know we actually played Ezzy the last time that they were in this matchup, so it makes sense. And I mean, chasing the double-double, yeah, I get it.
Sniper's Lounge goes on to say, Backwoods Talking 2024 is Celtics Shaq vibes. I feel it. It's funny. That's a good one. Ian Werner Comedy, Mabry has been bumped from 28.5 to 27.5. So hopefully you got on that under at 28.5. Oh, is she 28 still on Underdog?
Yeah, she's 28 still here, but PrizePicks, which I just closed out, just bumped her down to 27 already.
All right, one last ditch effort on promoting this like button, guys. We're at 43. We need 7 more to win the game and win all of our bets today. It is good luck for everybody. 7 more likes. Be one of those 7, guys. Be one of those 7. That's all we need. That's all we need. And why do we care so much? It just helps the Discord in the end. It helps the YouTube channel move up so other people see it. It's huge for us, so we really appreciate it. Look at this man right here. July 4th, worked right through it like it wasn't even July 4th yesterday. Just every single day. Every single day. What, 6 days a week almost? Big 2 says,
Yep,
is
sir.
that 4-pick in the Discord a bingo? 4-pick in the Discord. Which 4-pick is he referring to?
The PrizePicks or the Underdog? I like the first half, or the triple first half with the Hamby rebounds. I definitely like that. And what we got? Oh, Asia first half, 12.5 points. Hambo first half rebounds. I actually like the Hamby first half rebounds. That's a really solid look.
Hey,
And then Tina at 8 points.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it was just the Howard first half ERA and Tina first half points.
Okay. Cool. My bad. I saw AOD said E is a true DGen, and I wanted to get to that because, goodness me, what a DGen with all those different plays he's doing at the same damn time. And guys, 47 now. We need 3 more. Hit 3 more. I know there's 3 more DGens out there. If you're a DGen, hit the like button. 3 Kings. I keep telling y'all, Plum home score and Jackie road score. Better watch out. What do you think about that? Plum scores at home. Jackie scores on the road. Does that make sense to you? Fact check. 3 Kings. Let's fact check them.
Yeah, I mean, it favors the home road splits that way for Jackie. I mean, she has about 22 points on the road. The RA, I think, might be a little bit sketchy to trust just with no grade. But, yeah, I mean, the point's definitely there. And Plum, a little bit of a downturn. Mostly for Plum today, though, is just a better overall matchup for her. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, you're definitely not wrong there. We were breaking them down yesterday. Every game, I mean, it's pretty much Asia, Jackie, 1A, 1B, and then sprinkle down the rest in between that.
Okay, the most important part of that would be then, if Plum is the home score and Jackie's the road score, do you notice a difference in the bookies putting the lines that way? Do they know that too? Do you notice that at all or no? Like, can that be an advantage for us? Or are the bookies like, ha ha ha, we know that too. That's why she's that today and blah, 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 blah.
I mean, in a sense, yeah, because I mean, they're definitely making you choose between the 2 players today. Like obviously the Plum 3s had the over, Jackie's had the under. Trying to find, man, I wish DraftKings would put this crap back up on the board. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, they're actually bumping both of them down. That's interesting. Are they both 18-5?
So damn similar though. Yeah.
Bro, I dare him to bump either one of them down. I dare ya.
AOD says, what a go! What? Go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say real fast, I mean, if they bump them down, then, I mean, yeah, I'll have interest, honestly, in both of them.
Nice. AOD says, what a goat. He's talking about you and your DGen ways. King Spellman says, Angel Reese PR. So I know we talked about the rebounds, and you like the points separately earlier. What about the combination of the 2?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I wouldn't even sleep on her. Where the hell is she? Her fantasy. I think they did just bump this up, so that kind of sucks. But she's been actually getting a few assists lately, which is interesting. But the defensive prowess that we saw in college, she's actually been coming back with that a little bit more. I know we hit a dry spell here. God, this thing doesn't stop bringing up ads. I know we hit a little dry spell here for the stocks, but I mean, you look at a lot of the games here prior to that. I mean, she was averaging at least almost 1.5 stocks per game. She had a nice little stretch here where she was averaging over 2. So we know it's in her. I mean, she's definitely got the capability, but I mean, look at the last couple games. Minnesota and Vegas, I would have liked to have seen some stocks there, but it looks like she was just more focused on the scoring and the rebounding, obviously. But
what is she, 26 and a half? Is she 26 and a half on PrizePicks also?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Christopher Singleton says, are any of the lacrosse plays you spoke about on PP, or should we take them as straights on FanDuel or DraftKings?
Yeah, those are all straight from PrizePicks, actually.
Yeah, I think it's hard to kind of see because you're saying them, but we can't see them on the board. So next time, throw them up there, I think, if you could. Oh, actually, you know what? I was going to say, hey, just jump in the Discord. They'll be right there, too. Oh, you got them there, too. Okay. Let me zoom in on that for you. There they are. So all on PrizePicks. Would you play them all like that, all in the one card, or split them up? How would you do them?
Yeah. This is an actual card.
Gotcha. Okay. Going big. 3 Kings says, plus these ladies' consistency never holds up, which is 100%. Got to remember that. It's WNBA. I know a couple days ago people were angry because we missed a play. We were on Tarasi, and we missed it because she missed a free throw at the end of the game. I mean, that kind of stuff happens. It's part of the game. We can't get too mad, right? We got to just know that happens sometimes.
Real fast,
Mm-hmm.
the cloud PA, because I remember we had several questions about cloud, and a lot of people were taking her points and taking this, and we were stressing, take the PA, And,
Right,
hey,
right.
That worked out.
Neiman Marcus says Mabry 3-pointers a lock. I don't know if he means 3-pointer over or under, because I know you like the under.
Yeah, the under was real nice.
But
I'll definitely play the 3.5.
Usually when people
2.5.
say it's a lock and don't mention under, they mean over. So I don't know, man. Hey, if you think she's gonna get 3 threes and she does, I'm gonna find you and ask you some more questions. I don't know how you would have known that. Ian says, can we play all 3 of those rebound combos on the same ticket?
I think so. Was it this one, and this one? Believe so. Yep.
Okay, so you can. 3 King says Hamby Reese combo is a steal. Hamby Reese combo. Which one's that? Is that a rebounder?
This one right here.
Yeah, actually, that is a smack, huh? That makes a lot of sense. Hey, we're at 49 likes, guys. We need one more. We need one more like, guys. We need one more. I'm stopping the music. We need one more like. Can we get one?
Who's gonna be? Who's coming with me, man?
One more like, and we all have good luck on our bets, guys. One more. Is someone out there who hasn't hit the like yet? Oh my gosh, guys, come on already. Ian Warner says, my bad. Ian Warner doesn't say. 3 Kings says, Ezzy doesn't want to smoke with the heavier centers. What do you think about that? Ezzy doesn't want the smoke?
I mean, usually she does, but I
Oh
don't
shit!
know
Sorry,
lately.
E, we got it. My bad. We got it.
Yay!
All right, there we go. And we got like 3 more at once. Everyone wanted to be that last one. That's funny. Y'all are funny. No, but honestly, appreciate you guys
Pass.
for showing up, for chilling, for being the best and dealing with my crazy ass, doing some dumbass shit all the time, and Big E coming on here and giving us some plays. We appreciate you guys for real. It makes it so much fun. Cardoso didn't play in the last matchup, 3 Kings says.
Yeah. Yep.
Neiman Market
Doing that
says
wrong.
NECA is on her period today, by the way. Might want to fade her. Now, that was a conversation we had about a week ago, and people gave me a thumbs down. So I'm going to not... I'm going to pass on that one. We'll let him say it. Ian Warner says, aha, I told you, E, that period stuff is a thing. Guys, you're making me say this now. I'm going to get in trouble. Make a note somewhere and pay attention on how she plays, and we'll talk about it in the next stream. They're talking about doing, putting certain players' periods on calendars and shit like that now. This shit has gone crazy. Anthony Coyle says Lloyd assists look good, and I know you talked about Lloyd assists earlier, and you looked up some props or some stats on Chicago, and you were like, you know what, Lloyd assists not a bad play, huh?
Yeah. I mean, Chicago's actually been playing a little bit worse on defense, and Lloyd, I mean, still a fairly reasonable ball handler. I mean, it's pretty much Skylar and then Lloyd. So a lot of the times you just really need her to pass more so in the first half because, I mean, Lloyd, Enrique, Ariel, Atkins, like all these players play hero ball in the fourth quarter. So if you're not pacing well up into the fourth quarter, it might be a sweat, but the matchup's pretty decent. Yeah.
Cool. Ian Warner says, by the way, where did you find this period information? You guys. Then he goes on, insider information. I got female sports better friends that know WNBA players. Oh my gosh. We're going to need you in the Discord. We need to start this chart. This is information that no one has. This could be gold. Lloyd for 4 assists looks good. Straight bet, just under even odds, Anthony says. 3 Kings. Jackie first basket, guys. Have a great night. And 20 points. Play as straight, of course. So he's liking Jackie tonight. And for the first basket. Jackie Young, more than 4 assists. 4.5 assists. Says okay. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I mean, her and Plum could easily get 5 assists tonight. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
I'm almost wondering for Jackie if it's better to go, either PR, PRA, or the fantasy. Because the fantasy's pretty low, too. I mean, don't sleep on this.
Don't sleep on it. Ian says, all right, so should we take the under on NECA rebound combo or just fade it altogether?
No, I mean, Nneka's still going to have to rebound by default. I mean, she's going to have to out there guarding Reese. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But she can be very lazy in the second half. So, I mean, that is kind of a concern. But if they're getting bullied around inside the paint, though, Cordosa could actually pick up the slack here quite a bit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see her end with like 10 to 12 rebounds tonight if that's the case.
Yeah, I like her. Ian Warner says...
real fast, if Nneka's not out there, I mean, they're going to have Russell out there as a stand-in for the 4, and Reese is going to run her over.
Ian Warner says, we're going to need Neiman in the Discord with all this valuable information. I feel it, bro. It might be something. Ty says, today feel like a sweep type of day. Hey. And that's Jalissa is the last comment we have to deal with today. And saying, what are your faves? So you can end it with the faves.
What do you think about dropping this as a little two-picker?
Fantasy Jackie, Hamby, and Angel rebounds. I can't hate on it. I cannot.
Just to kind of round out, this will round out completely all of our exposure to everything we're trying to get in this game.
I like it. Hey, everything that you've picked today, put in the Discord, I've been on board with it all, bro. Every bit of it. You're on another level, bro. You are. No bullshit.
Hoping for a sweep. I mean, we're definitely hoping today. We'll take a modest X and 2. You know, I can live with that.
Hey, you're making the right plays. It's just about if they want to play it that way or not. We're going to profit in the long run just because of all the time and work you put in. And I'll say it, and I'm sure the people watching will agree. Appreciate you, bro. For real. Fucking dope. You're helping people.
I hope so. I mean, hey, we appreciate you guys so much. You know, obviously we can't do this without you guys. The support's been phenomenal. I know we had a couple rough, bumpy starts earlier on in the week with the weird schedule and the days off and all that stuff, but had 3 absolutely great days. Yesterday, a little meh, but super busy weekend, and I'm super excited to see what we're going to work out.
Yes, sir. Let's go find some more plays in the Discord. We got an hour.
Tip, look at me. I gotta type. I'm doing some other stuff. Degen stuff, yeah.
Hey. Yes, I'm dropping that play because I said I was going to. And then lastly here for the question, because I know they were asking about favorite plays.
Yeah.
Carter. I love these two. They did bump up Howard to 13.5, so I mean we had it at 13, but love that. Love Hamby here. Reese, I think this is a great look here. Tina, they bumped up again. I'm gonna leave that alone, but you could still consider full game PRA. This is a very appealing line. What was the last one?
It's fun when there's 3 games, huh? There's actually plays still left.
And then honestly, Jackie and Plum, just split the exposure between those two. I like Plum's 3-point upside here, but I like Jackie's fantasy. I think this is a really solid one.
Okay, before you take off, just because there's one more in here asking about Sims. So, you liked her PA when it was 15.5. It's now 16.5. Would you take it at 16, or would you leave it alone? If you can find it. I think it's 16.5 everywhere now, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty much 16.5 just about everywhere. I mean, if you can find it under that, that'd be great. Am I blind? Did they pull Jackson?
Rakia, where are you at? Man, if she gets minutes, her lines are super low.
They did. Wow. They pulled the PRA.
It's still on Underdog, looking at me, staring me at the face. 17.5 PRA, Rakia Jackson.
Yeah, if you could find that Jackson, she would also be in the mix here. I think that's a pretty solid play. I would still even play the PR here. I don't mind that. Throw that up in the queue.
Okay.
But she did play make a lot last game, so I definitely want that PRA.
That's what Alyssa says. Thank you. Big E says no problemo. We appreciate you. 3 Kings love to play E. Ian Warner says thanks. AOD says E is the motherfucking GOAT. E modest money, and Ian Warner is just chilling because he has the day off. And we are cool, and we're gonna go in this Discord and bust the bookie's ass again, huh?
That's the plan. That's the plan. All right, y'all. We are gonna get out of here. We ran over a little bit, and you guys did us a huge favor. Got that 50 likes. So
Ooh, we did.
Thank you.
We did, huh? We're at 56. Okay.
We did. All right, y'all. We are going to be off tomorrow. We do have an early PM, AM game, depending on your time zone, and then a later one in the evening. So no stream tomorrow. I think Sunday we're going to work out something. We have 4 games, so that will definitely be something we want to something we'll figure out for. We might have to do a bit of an earlier one to catch the last 3 here, but I think we're going to try and do something Sunday.
Sounds good to me.
All right, y'all. If you haven't, hit that like and sub on the way out. Make sure to check out the Discord still. Links down below while it's free. Also got the Patreon link in chat, so you can go back and see that. And yeah, good luck tonight. We'll see you guys back here later.